Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're here. Hello everybody and welcome to another vlog. Welcome to my Myrtle Beach vlog. Now it's gonna be very short, or at least it's gonna be a very short trip. Why are we in Myrtle Beach, you ask? Well, first of all, thank you so much for asking. We're in Myrtle Beach because Braden is a traveling technician, which means Braden travels. Jade? Me. Sorry, if we haven't met before, Jade Weir. Social security number is, but because Braden travels and I am now unemployed, I have the availability to join. Did you hear my knee pop? Because that actually really hurt. Braden is working. I am sitting, enjoying, soaking up the happiness, and we're turning this into a video. We're just staying the night, but he's working for a little bit and then we'll just hit the town. Leave tomorrow morning. We'll do what we gotta do. I actually got some really nice comments on my last video, which usually doesn't happen often. I usually get no comments, and you know what? Yes, I am in therapy, so it's totally fine. And I am a Gemini, so I do constantly seek validation, but it's fine. Oh, there's a helicopter? Can you hear the helicopter? Helicopter, helicopter. But I got the nicest comments on my last video. My last video that I posted was a vlog about me quitting my toxic job finally. And I'm not gonna keep over explaining myself or talking about it because I don't want to beat a dead horse. So if you want me to go into detail, watch my last video and you will be satisfied. But since quitting my toxic job, I already feel so much lighter and brighter, and I feel like I can actually start to be myself, which is kind of crazy. So it was just an experience that I went through. It was my first introduction to Charlotte. I feel like that's really just tainted my entire experience here. So I'm excited to actually get to know where I live and not hate it because of a stupid job. But thank you for the nice comments. And I know a lot of people are currently in the same situation I was, and I see you, I hear you, and I really hope that you'll have the opportunity to leave and something even better will be coming your way. I am nervous, of course, because I don't know what is next. I'm really hoping this is next. So you and me, we could be like this. I'm really hoping this is next. I'm really hoping my acting is next, but if it's not, we'll figure it out from there. Anyway, I just had to acknowledge the very nice comments that I got on that video because it was just very, very, very sweet and I really appreciate it. Braden just started working. I don't know if you can hear the truck noise with him working in the truck that's right next to me. I'm going to read. I got a new Kindle case, which you guys saw in my last vlog, from Casely. All the influencers were talking about this shit, and I finally gave in, and this is the fucking cutest case ever. I got two, but this is the one I have on right now. Stunning, gorgeous, amazing. I'm reading the best book ever. Found a new author. Her name is Emily Henry, and I am reading her book Happy Place, the perfect summer read. I'm currently on page 237 out of 388. So we still have a good chunk to go. I figure we could go through this pretty quick since I'll be sitting here for a little minute. But this book is so good, and this could make me sound uneducated, but it's fine. There's so many words in this book that I didn't know the definition to. And why I love reading is because I learn so many new words as I read, which is like, duh, but you just don't really get that off of Instagram. At least that's not what my feed looks like. So I've been highlighting words that I don't know, and I feel educated. It's the perfect summer read. I want to read all of her other books because this writing style is just right up my alley. I'm taking another break from Sarah. My Throne of Glass series has been paused again because it's just so much. There is so much lore that I have to remember, and you know what? I just want to read this book and be done with it. I don't want to have to keep holding on, and then the books keep getting thicker, which is the Throne of Glass series. And I know a new ACOTAR book is coming out, which I did finish that series because it's a little bit shorter. So I finished that, so I'm really excited for when that comes out. I think it's in October. And then the other one comes out in the beginning of 2027. Yes, I will still be embarking on my Sarah journey, do not worry. And I'm not spreading hate by putting my reading on a pause, but I just can't. Sarah, she has so much to say, and I want to make sure I'm in the mental space to hear and understand what she is saying. We're just gonna have a lovely little beachy time, I guess. no more aesthetic vlog from here on out, okay? The happiness is gone. It was fake. It was all fake. It is 5:52 p.m. I have not moved from this spot. This spot right here, haven't moved. I've had no food. Nothing. Went to the porta potty once. Yes, I do have to pee again, thank you. I went once. Disgusting. Most disgusting porta potty I've ever seen. Pee crust everywhere. Pee everywhere. Shit. Everywhere. I brought up my flip-flops because it got hot. I said, I'm gonna wear my flip-flops because we're gonna go to the beach soon. No, we're not. No, we're not. Are there worse things? Absolutely. I mean, obviously. Am I hungry? Mm-hmm. And that's where this all stems from. I'm having mental breakdown. What can I do? What can I do but update the vlog? What can I do but chat with my friends? I cannot do anything else but chat with my friends. I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm losing my mind. The lighting is shit. I finished my book. Right now I want to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Not a 5 out of 5, which is totally fine. Rude. So I finished my book. That was good. Like, took me forever to finish the book, and I finished the book. Also, finally have a membership at my pole dancing place. So I did sign up for a yoga class the other night at my pole dancing studio. It's more like a mobility flow class to get me more flexible. I also want to try, I think I switched up the names of the class. It is, what class did I sign up for? Doing a stretch and mobility on Tuesday. There's this flow class that I also want to take at my pole dancing studio because it helps more with the flow of pole because I'm not a dancer. So it will only help me. I did like a semester of cheer my senior year of high school and I wasn't good, but like I wasn't awful. So it's in there. It's like in me. The dance molecules are present. They're just a little bit rusty. Out of water. Out of fucks to give. Currently dying. So that's the reality of where we're at. I also never talked about the Zara Larsson concert that I went to. I did realize that earlier. That was a perfect way because it was my technical last day at work, but I was on PTO. That got approved before I put in my 2 weeks. So I said, this just works out perfectly for me. Trace, my brother, one of my brothers, flew down and we went to see the Zara Larsson concert and 10 out of 10 amazing. Her and I are supposed to be best friends. And you may not believe that, but it is true. Along with Zendaya. So like, clock it. Right now. Amazing. The only complaint, because I'm in a complaining mood, the only complaint is they didn't give Zara a stadium. I'm so confused. Because that Fillmore, that's where the concert was. If you're from Charlotte, you know the Fillmore is, there's like no reason why they should hold concerts there. Seriously, it was packed. Could not move. I was ready to shake my ass and I couldn't because I was squished between people. And I had a stupid, I want to say a bad word, but I'm not going to, but I want to say a bad word. I want to call her a bad name. This bad name woman literally grabbed me, tried to move me out of the way, and cut her way up in front of me. And I stood in front of her and I said, she also kept pulling my hair. And then she apologized that she was pulling my hair, and then she continued to actually grab my hair and pull it. She is so lucky that I don't know her address right now, because in this state, it would be a dangerous game that we were playing. Those are all my updates. I'm just going to practice meditation. I just had to let you know what was going on. You know, we have to communicate in this relationship. As BFFs here, we need to communicate with each other. We need to be in cahoots at all times. 24/7, thank you. So I was just doing my best friend service. You're welcome. I expect the same thing back. I'm like, so rude. It's the next day. I'm going to stop being dramatic. We are at a hotel that kind of has a half ocean view if you really tilt your head to the right. But we're about to go take a walk on the beach. We're gonna go get some breakfast. We're gonna go home. So a very, very quick Myrtle Beach trip. So I was right to begin with. Excited nonetheless to go on the beach. I clearly need some coffee to start maybe feeling just a little bit alive again. This is my fit, you know, we're just doing it with the Belle kind of outfit. Did another braid because I've been feeling braids and I haven't looked at how it actually looks at the back, which is definitely my mistake and probably the worst one ever. So I also do fear that these little curls make me look like George Washington. I don't know why. Let's go to the beach. Let's have the rest of a good half day in Myrtle Beach. Grab some coffee and we will be fine and no one will get hurt. You guys, we just had the best fucking breakfast ever. Just had to let you know, if you're in Myrtle Beach, I'm blanking on the name right now, but I remember Pan American Pancake House. Thank you, Brayden. That place was so good. Our waiter was so fucking funny. Good vibes, good coffee. My waffle was amazing. No complaints. My grits were good. I did have to add salt. I will say, anytime I order grits, it's always like a little test. Like, how good are you? Because I'm the queen of making grits. So good. Grew up on that shit. Know exactly how to do it. And if a restaurant makes good grits, I will be back again. Thank you. We are heading home. Shortest Myrtle Beach. The shortest Myrtle Beach trip, but honestly fun. And we looked for seashells this morning, found some cute seashells. Oh my god, are they still in your sweatshirt?
Yeah, but my sweatshirt's in my suitcase.
Oh, okay, thank god. I really want to move to a beach town. Can I just say it? I don't like Charlotte. I don't like Charlotte. Does it have more things for my career? Yes. Do I like living in Charlotte? No. And I feel like because I don't like living in Charlotte, the best thing would be for us to move. Brayden has a mixed opinion because he's never really in Charlotte since he's always traveling, but I feel like what we've talked about the most is when we do go to events or we go out, we mostly don't enjoy ourselves. I was born in Pensacola, Florida, a beach town. I want to live in a beach town. I got Florida vibes this morning. Now, I would never move to Myrtle. Do not get me wrong. I would never move to Myrtle. Maybe Wilmington. We haven't been to the beach there, so that's why it's maybe. I would move to Charleston. Charleston has a lot of history. I love the whole downtown area. When we went last year, it was just a ball. We also did a carriage ride and we got to tour all of the cool houses in the area. I would like to live there or a beach, you know? I don't know if Florida is actually the vibe. It's probably not the vibe, but I was born there, so I have fond memories and the beaches are nice. Now, I would love to retire in Siesta Key. I will be getting a house in Siesta Key. Of course I will. That was the best trip I ever took in college with some friends. We went to Siesta Key, I think for almost a week. I've not shut up about it. I wanted to go there for my birthday, but with the circumstances, that's not going to happen. So there's always next year, thank God. A birthday is every year, so. But I just don't like Charlotte. And whenever I visit places like this, I'm like, it's so important to like where you live. And if you have an opportunity to move, it's like, why not? Do we have that opportunity right now? No. Does that make me upset? Yes. But that's why I'm also doing things like I keep taking my pole dancing classes. I go to things that I know I like to do because it makes me tolerate Charlotte a little bit more. I couldn't even really always pinpoint what it is because I know like a place here, like this is a beach town. Events are gonna be so busy here. This is a really touristy town. Charlotte is also really touristy, and any events we try to go to, it's basically like, unless you show up 5 hours early, you're not gonna get in. But I also wanna live in a city for my career, and there is a lot of filming in Charlotte, so it's so hard because even though my career has not taken off yet, but it will, when it does, there's a lot of filming opportunities there, but I don't see myself like ever buying a house there or living there forever. And Brayden and I are on the same page, thank you very much, because we have talked about this over and over again. I'm always talking about moving at least once a week at this point, but I think what we're gonna do is we're signing not a year-long lease on the apartment we have now, like we did last year. We just signed another year lease. And then come wintertime, we can kind of reevaluate when we want to move, if there's something better, because it's cheaper to move during the wintertime. All of this to say, this was a lovely trip. We're heading home, and I'm so excited to see my child, Charlotte. Yes, I did name her after the city I don't like, but I do love Charlotte, so. Today I felt good. I would say yesterday, being in the car since 7:30, 8 in the morning until almost 7 p.m. That was quite the experience, and maybe it was worth it because I got to do these little things today. So we'll just rate this trip a 10 out of 10 experience, because how could you not?